Good afternoon to one and all. This is Team 1. We are going to discuss on is India ready for electrical vehicles? It is not ready, it is adapting to the electrical vehicles. Like there are many challenges to adapt to the electrical vehicles like charging points. There are many petrol bunks whereas there are no charging points in the India, and also the cost. Whereas many people can't afford the electrical vehicles. Like two-wheelers can be affordable, but whereas four vehicles cannot be affordable. And also the pollution. The pollution will be so much reduced using these electrical vehicles.
The major drawback of using electrical vehicles is we need more electric consumption and battery.
Yes, Mohammed, I am using electrical vehicle. When compared to the petrol and electricity is the more effective to us because petrol cost is very high, but electricity bill is very low to me, so it is more.
That is the reason why Indian government has launched a policy called fast adoption of electric motor vehicles too. So this policy is encouraging buyers to buy more electric vehicles than normal vehicles that we use. As they said, there are some challenges in electric vehicles, like actually the battery it is made up of majorly made up of lithium, and these batteries are imported to India. So so that's the reason why Indian government is encouraging Indian investors to invest more on lithium batteries, so that easily electric vehicles could be manufactured.
Yes, I agree with you. And coming to electrical vehicles, nowadays we are seeing that if it is overcharging, they are blasting. So they should prevent those things. And coming to India and
Suitable for electric
electric
vehicles.
vehicles.
Yes, I am agree with you. Sometimes electrical vehicles is not supposed to uh, drive by human. It control itself. Example, I see in some place. It's uh, it's in does not in dry condition, but it automatically operation is done in that system. So some of the disadvantages also there by using electrical vehicles.
Yes, Pujita, they are not suitable for long distances. They are only suitable for shorter distance. Even though they are charged fully, we cannot go for long distances. It prevents us from pollution, but it cannot be affordable. Everyone cannot afford the electrical vehicles.
Absolutely, Dana. That is the reason why a lot of people are hesitant to use electrical vehicles, because they're, first of all, the first reason is they're expensive. Second reason is they're very much considered about the mileage. Electrical vehicles are said that they're not very much preferred for longer distances because they cover very less mileage. And second thing is not everywhere are these electrical stations are charging stations are available. So that is one of the major reasons why today India is lagging behind electrical vehicles manufacturing.
Yes, Akshay, in addition to I would like to add one point, that is India is providing subsidies to buy an
Absolutely, yes.
electrical vehicles, and also they are improving charging stations. Then we can go
Although we can find some charging stations in the urban areas, it takes a very lot of time to develop them in the rural areas. So that's the reason why this electrical vehicles are not very much considered these days. Although they have been adapted so far very well, and we also have many companies like Mahindra and Tata manufacturing electrical vehicles. Like they have manufactured Nexus, E20,
Tata
Ola.
a car which gives 500 kilometers mileage per single charge.
Okay.
It will be more helpful to us. We can also move long distance to travel.
Yeah.
If work on improving the workstations and also the road conditions of our India, it will be useful for all of us because it can affect our environment by using the simple things like
There will be no pollution.
Yes, and as we all know that India is like little bit hotter than comparing to other countries. countries. So I believe that work stations where solar energy is converted into electrical energy could be implemented in our country, so that we could save more energy, and rather than wasting like thermal energy to electrical energy, I believe this is one of the most efficient way that government could consider.
Yes, in our college also
We
there
also have a solar power
And also
electrical
petrol
power
and diesel we are imported from other countries.
yeah.
When we are
Yeah. So in this way, we could also live a sustainable life. So I believe that India is adapting electrical vehicles so far, but I think there need to be little bit more development when it comes to electrical vehicles manufacturing.
Government of TS Telangana also providing electrical vehicles to girl students.
Uh,
schools, electrical
that is
schools.
a very good initiative taken by Telangana government, I believe. Yes. So with this, we would like to conclude that electrical vehicles have been adapted to in India.
use keyboard control this week.
Good afternoon. Here we are CSIT Team 1. We are on a group discussion topic is India ready for e-vehicles? Yeah, I say absolutely yes because using e-vehicles we can secure our natural resources. Like we say that nowadays the prices of uh, oil means petrol, diesel are reaching high. So by replacing the e-vehicles with our motorbikes and motor cars or vehicles anything, we can secure our natural resources as well as cost-free vehicles. Like if you buy once, you can use it for by charging it. So in my perspective, they should also consider the mainly target the middle class people because the middle class people can't afford high prices. So they could be send us that the low prices means mid range prices. So everyone can afford for the bike or e-cars. That's my opinion.
Especially as you said, you that it's correct, but we have to think about cons also. That EV vehicles are cannot charge fastly, and they cannot go road limiter, and by that purpose, the vehicles charging is more to the normal petrol taking time. So the EV vehicles have to occupy more space than the petrol vehicle bunks. That's my to the
Yes, Bon, I agree with you. As you said that there are lack of charging stations bringing like electrical vehicles. It also not suitable for Indian roads, I think so. Can't go up to its range. If we can charge full range, it has something range only. It's better to use petrol vehicles right now because bringing the vehicles, it has so many export charges by bringing stations for the vehicles.
Yes, Molly, I agree with you. But the electrical vehicles, the poor peoples are very useful to relocate the entire location of the local areas, and the electrical vehicles are starting from the 30,000 to enough amount of, and the local peoples are very used to traveling the local areas and market areas, and the merchants are very useful to take the market, and they are survive much amount low much amount of low amount of money, but the roads are very very not useful to the electrical vehicles in our India, but some areas are very better than the other areas. They are survive very well, in my opinion.
Yes, Ganesh, I understand your intention. As you are saying, suppose I can give you example like a school or a college student who are in the school having their locality, using e-vehicles is the best thing I think. Why? Because if you use petrol bike, his expenses will be increased. So by using e-vehicles, so many options lot of, and government also taking initiation to improve or implement the lot more charging points everywhere. So yes, you said Molly, but it will be changes rapidly because government is taking a more initiative from the like we have the Tata Motors or Mahindra. These are all getting now. They're concentrating on only e-vehicles. So a lot of budget also categorized for the e-vehicles.
yes, as you said, I partially agree with Town Ganesh because the vehicles which are costing low and they are not that much quality they have because I recently saw some bikes are exploding, their batteries are exploding because they are cheaper. If government or industries put effort quality e-vehicles, then
As earlier you all said that it is very difficult to adapt, but it is in initial stage in India. But the producers have to morely focus on the advancement of the EV vehicles and like more
Yes, I agree with you all. India is ready for adopting the electric vehicles in future. Right now, we are in the initial stage for adopting the electrical vehicles even because the manufacturers who are going to manufacture electric vehicles must need to focus on the many areas. See, like I see the distance travel. See, nowadays when we compare to the petroleum bikes or diesel vehicles, suitable for the long distances even. Whereas compared to the electric vehicles, it is not suitable for that long distances. Even though when you are going to see for the refilling of the fuel, it is going to be nearer to the 15 or 20 km. Might be it is going if we are in implementation of charging vehicles near to the stations, there can be a lot of increase of electrical vehicles. Even though the manufacturers need to produce a good type of quality, and the government should have later on the quality of the product should be delivered in that aspects. India is ready for adopting e-vehicles on enhancement. Even though the might be government should be responsible in taking up the roads, in establishing, or we can say constructing the roads in a better way, so that everyone can use the electric vehicles. Nowadays, in many development cities, many of the people are using electric vehicles. Even though they are cost, many of the people were thinking that it is better for environment. So many of the people are focusing on that. Might be it comes to even the rural areas, if the development of the government in the point of view of the roads as well as the charging stations will take upon, might be everyone is going to take, and everyone is going to participate on that point of view.
Complete agree. As you said, the India is not completely ready for electric vehicles. The infrastructure of India are not there, and the government should also encourage the electric vehicles by reducing taxes and allowing the other country companies to come and put their companies in India.
Sorry guys, but because I think that India is not ready for e-vehicles because people nowadays are more interested to live their life to full potential, whereas e-vehicles only gives you they does not give you any thrill or they does not give you full legacy of the vehicles or any nowadays. As we can see, you get a chance, will you buy an electric vehicle or a fast motor vehicle? You people are already, as Mauli mentioned, he's also attracted to only petrol and he's attracted to fastness, not to the e-vehicles because they are charged and they can only go up to a certain kilometers of distance because as India is not that developed to have electric stations everywhere all over the India. So as a traveler or as to explore anything, we need electric vehicles. We does not need electric vehicles. We can petrol vehicles and bikes because as people are more attracted to bad things than good.
Yes,
That's my
Guna,
opinion.
yes, Guna, you said right. But I think e-vehicles are not for the travelers or like going by long distances because they are not enough capable for that. Because e-vehicles are they run on the battery. So if you can't put a big battery on a small bike, so that e-vehicles are only for I think the local users for the regular persons who go to the office, they're near distances, so that they can manage their budget on their monthly expenses, or they can live a happy life with that by reducing the charges. So yes, you think that for the youngsters, any youngster will do not choose the e-vehicles. They absolutely go for a motorbike. They go for thrills. They for adventures.
Yes,
So
so
that
coming to that point, we know one of the greatest personalities, Ratan Tata. He launched a car known as Nano for middle class. Has it worked? No, it has completely failed him. Why?
yes,
He has not launched it for our youngsters. He has launched it for
see
families,
once
thinking
fail.
of only middle class. But no one has a
Give me chance 1 minute. Say failed at the time, but he didn't say that I don't try again. If you try again, you can reduce the challenges by that. You can be succeed at any time, at any point of time. It's possible. It's not an impossible thing. It's a possible. Yes, we are in India. It's at the initial days. Initial stage. Gradually will be more attractive. Many people they have a lot more charging points. Also, we have a goal that by the end of 2026, there will nearly 4 lakh charging points at the government goal. If it is reached, if it successfully completed, we can, or someone who needs an electrical vehicle, they can use happily, That's my view.
This was in addition with you. The failure of the Nano has some different story because the people who were buying the Nano was made it as the cheapest car. That made the disadvantage not upon the focusing on the middle class families. The people who are going to buy the product made as published that it is the cheapest car in India. Most of the people were sophisticated to higher things, so that in addition with that things, no one was going to interested on buying that. See, the mainly electrical aspect was going upon to come. See, to reduce the pollution. It is not only the aspect that we need to adopt the electrical vehicles so that we can reduce the pollution. It is also has a different aspects of reducing pollution. Electric vehicles is not only the way to reduce the pollution or global warming.
As parts are the, yeah, it is also a major consideration. We can see the large means high populated countries and the more industrial states. Okay, if there the also Delhi previous days, some days they blocked all the vehicles and they go for the electrical vehicles. We can reduce the pollution. See, we can also give an example of Taj Mahal. It's decreasing the color and it's a major for it is one of the seven wonders. It's our pride. So we are going of also e-vehicles are the, I think some extent it will be best for us.
Yes, we are in the initial stage. Not right now we are not ready to adapt. Sorry, in future we may adapt to the electric vehicles. Thank you.
So we are concluding team 1 group discussion on is India ready for electrical vehicles. We shared our perspectives on the given topic. Thank you.